Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Matt, and this is Mid-10 Geek. Today I want to try to do a quick video and spend so much time I spend rambling to bring up something special to me. Today I call this truly a golden homecoming to mimic the story plot from Zeo Rangers. But today I got got back my Zeo Ranger Gold Staff. Story with this one is period of time in my life. I had I bought up a lot of legacy items, Zords, the Morphers. I didn't have everything, but I had most things, especially the Zords. That's what I was really into. I got this thing on a great deal, bought it on Entertainment Earth. I think getting it to me, because I still had to pay for shipping at the time, it was less than $50, and that was a couple years ago. So during that period of time, I had just lost my father, and so I guess to fill the void, I bought Power Ranger stuff because it kind of helped me heal in a way. And soon after that, towards the end of that same year, I found out we were going to have a daughter, and it was a story in itself. But basically, we found out during the end of the second trimester that my wife was pregnant. Which again, that's a different story. We won't go into that. But needless to say, I thought, well, had I known we'd been pregnant this whole time, I wouldn't have went and bought these things. So I thought I needed the money more so than I needed the stuff. Now that I'm back into Ranger Land, loving Power Rangers, buying all kinds of legacy or Lightning Collection items. Kicking myself for losing those legacy items because not only are they valuable, they're so much better now than what we're getting in comparison. Because I really hate that I gave up my Morpher. I really hate it because I love it. And I'm pretty sure I had the Green and White Ranger one as well, because I want to say I had both. So again, that's one of those things you kick yourself for later because you didn't know back then. But the story about this one, the Golden Staff, is I had sold everything else, and I had this for sale locally, just trying to get my money back out for $50. No offers, nobody wanted it. Some people wanted to lowball me off for 30 for it. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to lose money. Ended up connecting with a guy I worked with who, coincidentally, was into Power Rangers as I was. In a small town, small area, Tennessee's not a great plethora of Power Ranger fans that you would know of. So being who I was or who I am or what I wanted to do at the time, I gave this to him. I gave him my staff. Like, look, I don't need it. I'm not doing anything. I've gotten rid of all my Power Ranger stuff. I want to make sure this gets to a good home. And he's had it ever since. And this was, I want to say, 2 years ago. Fast track now. He had switched apartments, so I kind of lost connection with him because he was in a different building, still with the same company, but different building. Reconnected with him a few weeks ago. Finally remembered the guy's name. Unfortunately, I feel so bad I forgot his name. But when you turnover rates at work, it happens. So reconnecting him, and I debated for a couple weeks to even ask him. And I told him, I said, hey, I feel like a jerk for even asking. But I don't know what you would want for it. But if you still had that Golden Ranger staff, which he did, he let me know ahead of time, he did, I would like to somehow get it back from you. If it's something you're okay with parting with. And he was completely fine. He said, you don't have to give me nothing. You can definitely have it back. I'm working remotely. I'm only in office once or twice a week. So it took about a couple weeks for me and him connecting. I finally picked it back up today from him as I was departing work. And I kind of wanted to take a video here and say, let's open it. I've forgotten what this thing looks like, feels like in my hand. I had the one back in the mid 90s, late 90s, which was the smaller version. I had that one for a long time until I sold it back years ago before I even got this one. So I just really want to kind of open up at this point, and let's revisit the Golden Ranger staff. Alright, so I just took it out of the box, and as you see, he left it as I basically had it. I'm sure he probably took it out at one point and looked at it, as we all do. So, I mean, everything's still in here as it came, still in the plastic. The instructions right here. So let's keep going forward and open this thing up all the way. I'm not going to do a complete unboxing video because you can go on YouTube and see all kinds of those from other people. So I just want to kind of do, again, a revisit of this staff. All right, so here he is. Gold Ranger Zeo staff. Now, I was going to put batteries in it, but to my surprise, I hit the switch and still had batteries in it. So I don't know if that was left by me or by him. See a little mark here, but I think that's actually from production. But anyway, so let's turn it on. I already turned it on just because I didn't know there's batteries in it, but now that you're here with me, let's turn it on. And that's super solid. The little ones back from the early 90s, they were so flimsy. So let's turn it on. Let's pull it back up. You just feel like a beast with this thing. Because it's big, it's heavy. It feels like something they would have. I feel like this is the same one Austin would have had in the show. And it's been a minute since I've held this thing and looked at it. Oh, that's what that button does. I could read the instructions, but I'm a guy. We don't do that. Still the same sound, but where it's coming up back here, it's hard to hear. Oh, did you hear that? And the lights come on, and I can actually see it from the camera. Let's see what this does now that it's down. The same thing. So it does sound like it just does. But okay, now that it's down and open, this button's making more noises. I know it's hard to tell if my lighting, but this is lighting up every time. Okay. Alright, so again, trying to do a quick video here. Just getting familiar with my old friend here. This is truly a golden homecoming for me. As you see, I don't remember it does all these things. As I keep pressing buttons. But yeah, glad to have it back. I could go on Amazon and buy another one. I think they're going for $84 now on Amazon. But this was mine. I bought it back in the day. I guess it's been almost 4 years now. And glad to have this back. I paid very little for it back in the day. For some reason they went so cheap back a couple years ago, but now Power Rangers spiking up again, values are going back up, so definitely glad to have this back, and appreciate you guys for sticking with me. Trying to do a quick review, but I tend to ramble, but I got some other cool stuff today, so if I can get time, I'm gonna do some more videos. Take care, everyone.